Hey everybody, it's T-Wolves 2016 here. It's been a long time since I've done a video, and I mean a long time. But I did want to make a video talking about something that happened a couple days ago, but it is still important that we deal with it. Uh, and it's important to me because it happened to my favorite team. Well, not exactly happened to my favorite team, it involved my favorite team, the Chicago Blackhawks, and I wanted to address it. Number one, for those of you who don't know, I will try to add a link to what happened in the description. I believe, four Blackhawks fans were thrown out of a hockey game. Were thrown out of a game at the United Center for chanting racist taunts or racially infused bias taunts. I'm really not sure. I lost the word I was going for. One take, right? um, but they were chanting basketball towards him as a way of trying to get into his head. And even he said that, it happens to him more often than he admits it, but he's not going to let it slide. And I'm completely on Devontae Smith-Pelly's side on this. Racial intolerance is, in fact, being racist is intolerable, no matter what form you're looking at, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, hockey, lacrosse, field hockey, even curling. Ra- racist racist taunts are unacceptable regardless of who you are. And I just wanted to say, as a Blackhawks fan, I am thoroughly disappointed in Hawks, in these members, as they were representing the Hawks. And as Anthony Duclair said, even said, he, he's an African American who plays for their team, and they are chanting racist. They're doing a racist chant towards Devontae Smith-Pelly. And to make matters even worse, as if you could even make things worse in a situation like this, the Blackhawks were winning 7-1 at the time of this incident. That's horrible. You Taunting in general is stupid. In my personal opinion, taunting is stupid, but it's going to happen. You're going to taunt opposing players. You're going to taunt, on the ice or in the stands. You're going to taunt your opponent. Whether you're Nashville and you're chanting all your fault, or you're any number of fan bases that start chanting the goalie's name, whether it's after a goal is scored or near the end of the game, to kind of put the pressure on the goalie. So taunting's gonna happen, but you need to know how to do it in good taste. Low blows are unacceptable regardless of what venue you think you can think of. The shouting stuff like that is a low blow. And one of my favorite YouTube channels on here is actually the Hockey Guy. If you don't know who he is, please go follow him. I will probably put a link to his channel in the description below. He's a great guy. He does a lot of hockey videos. He's where I get a lot of my hockey content from, and he's actually my inspiration to start my channel back up again. But what I wanted to say is that he said it perfectly. He doesn't know a reason why, and these fans haven't really been, it hasn't been made public, the names of these fans. I'm sure someone will find it out, but the names of these fans has not been made public. The Hockey Guy said it best: there is no why, and there doesn't need to be a reason why. This just needs to stop. Low blows are unacceptable, whether it's a street fight or hockey taunts, and it makes me really question where we exactly are as a society if we haven't even gotten past using racially, biased or racially infused taunts towards players. I mean, African Americans are a minority in hockey. There are very few African Americans in the National Hockey League. And, that's just how it is. I'm not saying there's a reason for it, but the fact that there are so few of them, I for some fans it makes them easy targets, and I say that that's still not acceptable. Nothing will ever justify being racist towards another individual, being intolerant of someone else because of something that's beyond their control, or even something that's in their control. Being intolerant of someone else for any reason, race, religion, ethnicity, sex, sexual orientation, being intolerant of any of these things, or even a long list of things beyond that, is unacceptable and unwelcome in every sport. Like I said, I'm probably going to try to start up my channel again. I'm going to probably start doing some NHL 18 hockey vids of rebuilds. I know I don't really have a very big following, saying as though I don't think I have any subscribers, but I'm going to try to change that. I might try to reach out to the hockey guy and see if I can do something with him. He doesn't even know who I am, and I wouldn't blame him if he doesn't, answer my email or whatever, or answer the phone if I can, get his number. But um, I wanted to say thank you to him specifically for giving me the motivation and confidence to start up my own channel and understand that stuff like this, hockey channels on YouTube, they're so rare, it seems. And the major news outlets only highlight hockey so much. Like, I've been watching SportsCenter for a long time, probably over 10 years, 10, 12, 13 years. And it seems like nowadays they're getting farther and farther away from sports like hockey, or baseball or college, basketball, if your team isn't in the top 25, which is fine. I get it. They don't have unlimited runtime, but if you're going to call yourself the epicenter of sports, you would assume that they cover each sport equally, but they just don't. But that's a rant for another video. Um, Either way, wrapping this whole thing up in a bow. As a Blackhawks fan, I know I will probably be getting flack for this. I'll probably be getting, things said to me like, why are all Blackhawks fans racist? And that's one of my other big issues with this, is it causes people to act it causes people to act the same way towards Blackhawks fans as those fans acted to Devontae Smith-Pelly, except, it's not as bad because they're not targeting us based on, the fact that we're a minority. They're not going after us chanting racially insensitive things. They're just going after us because one bad apple ruins a tree. Four fans who wearing Blackhawks memorabilia started chanting this, and now there are some people out there who think all Blackhawks fans are like this, and that's just how it is. But either way, I may or may not actually post this video. I still haven't decided yet, but I did want to try to get in front of the camera again and start maybe doing this a little bit more. I'm having a hard time finding a job, for multiple reasons. One, I can't find anything I really enjoy, and I know that you're not always going to get to do something you enjoy. And two, I just haven't applied very many places. But moving forward, I do want to try to get my YouTube channel started up again, and I will probably try to be a little bit better about editing it so that so I don't stutter a lot, so I don't lose my train of thought like I just did there. Because one thing I've never been able to do is there are a lot of people who know me in my college down in Murray State, in high school, and I've always been known as a very social guy. But putting myself out there to large groups of people has always been hard for me. Public speaking has always been hard for me. So another reason I want to get this channel back up and running is because I want to be able to, do these videos and, maybe get in a couple hundred subscribers and just be able to do this every day. Maybe not every day, but do this on a consistent basis and get myself out there and get some feedback from you guys and just be able to be more confident in speaking. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you can check out my channel a little bit more. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I know there aren't a lot. and I hope you all have a great night. Peace.